Hello guys, I have just seen the Roku original exclusive film, Weird, the Al Yankovic story starring Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al. I have to tell you guys, I pretty much laughed all the way through this. I went into this film knowing very little about Weird Al. I know he made a few parody songs and that was basically it. I didn't know about his private life, I don't know anything about what happened behind the scenes, and guess what? I still don't. This is a biopic which, pretty much as far as I can tell, doesn't tell you nearly anything about the person it is about. That is because this film is what I can only describe as a parody of a parody. A parody of a biopic parody. This is simply at times off the wall with craziness. When the film started, I genuinely thought it might tell a serious story about Weird Al. I thought it might take a few liberties here and there and put in the odd larger-than-life joke, but I never expected anything close to this. Weird, the Al Yankovic story, is more akin to something along the lines of The Naked Gun or Hot Shots, and yet, with that being said, it won't have the same mass appeal as those types of films do. This really does feel like it is targeting a very specific type of humour. Silliness, which interweaves satire and flat-out parody with a kind of soap opera fake drama. I had a fantastic time watching this film. I am not a big fan of modern comedy films. I don't find most modern comedy funny, in fact, but here, I gotta admit, I laughed out loud several times throughout. But be warned, the pace is flat out. The humour, or at least the attempts at humour, don't stop for the entire runtime, and I will admit there were a few jokes which didn't land for me personally. I would thoroughly recommend Weird. Daniel Radcliffe is pretty much flawless as Weird Al, despite the fact that this portrayal of Weird Al probably has absolutely nothing at all to do with the real Weird Al, Alfred Matthew Yankovic. His comic timing is great. He plays off the other actors and characters really well, though, I will say that for him. This film is pretty much a perfect biopic for Weird Al. It's a parody of a parody. Weird Al actually wrote this film and stars in it too. He has a role of the record producer, so he was definitely very much involved in this project. I did feel at times that the humour was a little over my head. Not too much, as I say, I laughed out loud a great deal at this, but I do have to admit this is humour for a very niche audience. I tried the film out because I am lucky enough to have a Roku. I like the Roku brand. This is without doubt the biggest film that is branded as a Roku original. But what I will say, if this had released in cinemas, I would probably have gone to see it regardless, because I've been excited for this project for a while now, ever since I saw the original teaser trailer. I don't think Roku will necessarily draw a huge new number to their service with Weird, but I definitely think it will pique people's interest to see the film. I would personally recommend everyone get a Roku. I quite like the brand and what they have to offer, and Weird was just a cherry on top of the cake for me. Anyway, that's me. Have you seen Weird? What did you think? What do you think about Roku and Roku Originals? Leave a comment. Love to hear what you have to say. Thank you for watching.